What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ampleforth governance token. It's been a long time since we talked about this one. This actually was a coin that I was interested in buying back in the beginning of this bull cycle. I like this accumulation phase. I don't know why I didn't buy it. Maybe I never nutted up and pulled the trigger, but maximum supply, it doesn't look like there's any information on that. Fully diluted valuation would be about $80 million. Market cap right now is $75 million. I like that. I don't mind that at all. I want to look and see real quick if we do this on a price perspective, we do this on a market cap perspective. Cool. It looks the same. I love it. That's great. So this coin here, this month is already up 24% right now. What I think is interesting, okay, is while the rest of the market is trying to figure itself out, you're seeing this immaculate volume coming in over the past 2 days in a row now. In fact, we've got 16 hours and 49 minutes left in today, you guys. Ampleforth has already seen $64.5 million in volume, and it's got $75 million in market cap valuation. I'm assuming this thing is just getting started. It's about to break out, right? Not just of this relative range, but of this range that it's been in since May of 2022. Mark my words, man. This coin is about to fly. I really do think it's about to fly. We look at Forth here on crypto. Yeah, that's its all-time history, so we'll use it on Coinbase. I'm curious, how low has it gone from its high, actually? High here to low there. 97%. That's a nice bit of a drop. From its all-time high, it's still down 94%. By the way, you guys, I know it's not ideal. You know, a coin that from its monthly low is up right now 86%. I know it's not ideal, but you're 94% away from your all-time highs. To get back to your all-time highs, you would have to see a price growth of about 17x. I don't think it's, let alone if you grow beyond that, right? I don't think it's too late to buy this thing at all. $5.27 now. Monthly RSI is looking fierce, bro. It's looking very fierce. So this accumulation phase is what you call a horizontal phase of accumulation, okay? Whenever you break out of it, you'll likely see a very fast movement up to the next kind of area of resistance, which on a price perspective, I don't think this would be appropriate because you've already found some resistance very near that area. Not quite at it, but very near that area. I don't think you stop here. I don't think you break above these highs just to stop here. I would assume you keep going. So where's the next area that would make sense on a price perspective? Instead of the previous areas of support, I would think the previous areas of resistance would be a good area. And that's at about $23. You're at $5.32 right now, man. $5.32. You could make this move with this kind of, and I'm not 100% sure on this, okay? But with this kind of volume, you could make this move not just by the end of this month, but man, you could do that in a week, in 2 weeks' time. This breakout, it's coming. Now, the question is, when does it happen? That's the only question that I'm concerned with, right? When does it happen? Is it starting now? Is it going to start this week? I don't know. That's a lot of volume, man. That is a lot of volume, and it certainly does look healthy. That's a very healthy looking candle. That 3-day time, dude, it looks phenomenal. Weekly time frame, hold on. RSI bouncing off the 40. That's a nice bounce. $5. Is it just moving up? Wasn't it at 527? It was literally, I think, at 521 whenever I started this video. It's at 540 right now. It just keeps moving up. I might have to move some short-term funds into this, man. This might be my next short-term play because I really do think, I mean, I don't think it stops here. I think it's actually just getting started. And as unfortunate as it is, it's kind of like catching a knife. You never know. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Just because I said I might put some money in this doesn't mean that I will. I'll let you guys know if I do, of course. You know, follow me on X.com if you want to, at Chris Harris 85. That's me, C-Zar the Great. You know, or follow me on Discord as well. But if this happens if it doesn't happen the way I think it's going to, it could be volatile here. We could pull all the way back down to, you're at 539. Maybe you pull back $1 before you move up. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. We'll refine that and do some shorter term stuff in a second. But from here, it does look like you want to see new highs relative to this. From a high to a low, I suspect you're at 539 now, tearing through that golden ratio, bro. I just, $8.21 to $11. That's your minimum target right there. I think you go higher. I really do think you go higher. 18 to 25 bucks. I like that. I really do. What about this? I think we're going above 20 bucks, man. I think 20 to $25 is where Ampleforth is going to go. It's at $5.37 now. Okay, and I think it's going to achieve that price, if not over the coming weeks, If not in the next 3 weeks, within the next 6 weeks, I expect that to happen, okay? Let's look at the daily time frames and get some shorter term analysis on this and just see if we can expect to find resistance. Is it a buy now or miss the boat moment, or is the boat going to come back a little bit and give you an opportunity to buy? That might have been yesterday though, right? It saw a price all the way up at 570, 580, and it closed all the way back at 450. That might have been yesterday. 4 hour. What might have been yesterday? The bringing the boat back, giving you an opportunity to buy. 4 hour RSI is pretty hot. It's not in me to buy things that are at an 85 on their 4 hour RSI. So yeah, this one might have to get away from me, man. This might be one that I'm just like, good job for everybody involved. 1 hour time frame. The more that I'm looking at this on a short term, this is encouraging because I still believe you're going to go to those prices in a very short amount of time, but I think you're going to get a little pullback first. So that's nice. Don't FOMO into this. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. We're at $5.36 now. It's at a horrible time to buy. If I'm wrong and it takes off without us, that happens sometimes, right? And all you got to do at that point is just be like, I didn't catch that one, I'll catch the next one. But you run the risk of that just going, I didn't catch that one, I'll catch the next one. That's the negative to not buying here, versus if you do buy here, you run the risk of, oh no, what have I done? I could have bought $1.50, $2 lower. Everything else is neutral or moving up today, and now this thing's moving down. Why did I buy it this high? And you can see as you're moving up higher, you have this initial pop with a lot of volume. That's nice. But as you're moving up higher, slowly inching your way, you're actually decreasing in volume. And you have bearish divergence, double bearish divergence, albeit on your 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame is not the most significant time frame ever, but anytime you have an uptrend in your RSI, any kind of trend at all, the RSI can only go so high as 100, and you oftentimes don't hit that. So the odds of you going up here, finding a higher high, is just not likely. So what this means is you're probably going to break out of your bullish sloping trend on fourth, okay, and this is the 1 hour time frame. So probably today you see some kind of a pullback, and I bet it's a standard retracement from this low to high. I bet it is, man. Low to high here, yeah, you're going to reject $5.52. You're basically rejecting it now. You'll probably pull all the way back down at least. You already did though, didn't you? Low to high, you already did. I was going to say pulling back here, but you already did. Okay, it's possible. You're at 545 now. It's possible you could pull back to 490 and hold that as support. If I was looking to buy fourth, and I might be, I would start buying at 490 and lower. 441 might be where you go. Sometimes in instances like this, you do get a double bottom off of your 382 area. It's also completely possible you could go back to $4 and even below there, and in which you're still forming a higher low and bouncing off your golden ratio zone. I think that's the least likely outcome, even though it is the golden ratio. A lot of cryptos have been bouncing off of their 0.5s, so something around $4 should be considered. But if I really had to bet money on it, and I'm going to probably, I would think $4.40 to $4.90 is where you're going to go, and I like that 440 area more personally. You're at about $5.50 now. I think the buck stops here. I don't think it keeps moving up. You'll know probably before I do, because I'm about to go to bed right now. So if in the next hour, the coming hours, this thing's ripping, what would it take to invalidate me? It wouldn't take so much as getting above this high. I think it would take a little bit more than that. Let's see. High to low. Yeah, get above $5.94 and I will consider myself invalidated, which means, again, you can continue to grow from here. You could grow another 50 cents, about another 10% from here. But that doesn't invalidate me. I don't think it will. You would have to get basically above $6, but $5.95 would invalidate me. I want to look at the 15-minute time frame, and then let's end this video, okay? A little bit of a pennant here, a little bit lower highs, higher lows, something like that. Volume's dying off though, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Things could change if you pick up right now, but I think that you will pull back. Looking at the 15-minute RSI, rejecting, getting low. I think it turns around here. If this 15-minute time frame in the next 10 minutes and 56 seconds, and I think it will close red, you will not be in the overbought zone. You'll be rejecting the overbought zone. You'll get lower highs, 2 lower highs. You'll have a higher high here, which is bearish divergence, decreasing in volume, rejecting the overbought zone for your second time while having lower lows as well, starting probably a 15-minute downtrend, which would last probably the rest of this day, moving you down to those targets we were talking about, anywhere from $4 to $4.40. Yes, that makes sense to me. If I'm wrong, break above $5.95 and prove me wrong. But I don't think I will. But I think this is your top, man. I think you start moving down right now. By the time that most of you watch this video, mark my words, it'll be below 546. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I get a lot of snide comments from people who are holding this coin and it got to pump. I hope I am, but odds are me and anybody looking to buy this token will probably have an opportunity to do so in a very short amount of time. I do expect this thing to perform very well. I actually think that it's got a very solid chance. That kind of market cap, man, at 78 million, you have a lot of room to grow. 78 million to get to 100x would put you at 7.8 billion, and that doesn't mean that you have to achieve that just because it's 7.8 and that's pretty low. Most coins can achieve that in the top 100. And you're not in the top 100. I'm just saying most coins in the top 100 can. It's an attainable market cap. Just because it's attainable doesn't mean it's guaranteed. But with that kind of status, 100x is $7.8 billion. Let's just say 7.9 billion, and we'll round up. This thing could see a multi-100x. It could see 1,000x, but I doubt it. I doubt it does, but it could. It depends on how bullish the narrative is. But definitely multi-100x potential in this one. I might have to look more into this one. It's been a while since I read the white paper, but I remember I did read the white paper, and I liked this a lot. What they're doing with their, what I remember now, I actually do remember what they're doing with their token. There's more than just Forth. There's another. Is it Amp? Is it Ample? No, it's the same. There's something else. There's another coin that they use in their governance. They have a unique way of regulating their stable coin, or there's some. I need to read the white paper. I probably sound dumb right now. Read in the comments. I hope there's somebody who knows more than I do, or at least has a better memory than I do, who can at least educate people. I'm going to read more up on this token. Before you buy any token that I talk about or any person talks about ever, you should read the white papers, the light papers, the whatever. You should understand what it does. If you can't understand what it does, you're essentially rolling the dice, okay? And in a game that even whenever you do all your due diligence, you can still get screwed, it might not be best to roll the dice. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. But anyways, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. I think Ampleforth is going to pull back probably about $1 from here, if not $1.40, $1.50 or lower. And then in a very short amount of time, I expect probably over the next 3 to 6 weeks, we will see from that price, like a 5x. Yeah. Cool. Bye-bye.